N6CVE.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. This is K8JTK, Kilo 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. My name is Jeff and I'm located on the west side of Cleveland, Ohio. This net is directed and I will be one of your net controllers for this evening. We also have in here Alan, VK5 PPC from Australia, who will also be taking check-ins. This net is held every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, or currently 0200 UTC on Thursday using reflector 14 Charlie. Break. This net is related to the Ham Nation podcast that happens live on Leo Laporte's Twitch.tv network. And it records live at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, or 1 hour before this net. The show is about the excitement and importance of ham radio. For your viewing pleasure, our website is hamnationdStar.net, where you can find more about Ham Nation, how to watch any of their live or replay, and where to download them, how to get in the chat room, and even listen to Reflector 14 Charlie here on available 24/7. Again, you don't need a radio either, just a web browser or smartphone app to listen to the audio stream. And again, that website is hamnationdStar.net. Break. Alright, and tonight is the last night of Ham Nation 300, so anyone who does check into the net here with either Alan or myself will be logged in as a contact for Ham Nation 300, and I will put them in the log. Dave will not be with us tonight. He is under the weather. Unfortunately, it's the last night for the event, but he is unable to work the event. So again, anyone who does check in with either Alan or myself on the net this evening, it'll be included in my log for Ham Nation 300 as the digital contact. Break. More about the event can be found at hamnationdstar.net, and it's pretty much wrapped up, so a lot of it may not be as useful, but there's also one-by-one special event stations on HF. And if you want to find those, look on the DX cluster. There's DMR, they're on TAC 311, they'll be taking check-ins as well tonight. And Echolink on Star, do drop in Star, node number 355800. Now, just a quick reminder, remember to disable DPRS beaconing if you have it enabled on your radio, as it will disrupt the net. And at this time, I'll pass it over to VK5 PBZ to begin check-ins for this KJTK. Passing it to VK5 PBZ.
Thanks very much, Jeff. Again, a very good evening to you. Good evening, all. Operator here is Alan. My call sign's Victor Kilo 5 Papa Bravo 7. When stations check in, could you please call in phonetics and slow looking? And I've got two previous check-ins. I'll take them, and then I'll take check-ins. The first one I had is Whiskey Alpha 6, Echo Delta. Very good evening, and do you have any comments? So go ahead.
KY4PRK.
Okay, Whiskey Alpha 6, Echo Delta, you called before the net. Do you wish to have any comments? So go ahead. Okay, no response. Next station that called in prior to net was November 6, Charlie Zulu Echo. Good evening. Do you have any comments? So go ahead.
Well, a very good evening to you, sir, and everyone on the net. This is N6CZ, Gary in Montclair, California, and we're watching the program tonight as we're on the net. And I was enjoying the portion about the Dayton Hamfest. That was quite exciting, and also the Pine Board project. That's a pretty neat thing going on. I know it's kind of lengthy, but I think it's pretty exciting. They're doing a little something like that and kind of get people involved in building again. So with that, let me send it back to you and pick up a few more check-ins tonight. And thank you for doing the net. You're sounding pretty terrific tonight. Have a great evening. N6CZ.
Thanks very much for those comments there, Gary. You and the family have a nice night also there. Thanks for checking in. Next station I have, Kilo Fox 3, Fox Charlie Fox. Very good evening. Go ahead.
Well, good evening, Alan and the group. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Charlie Foxtrot. I am not able to watch the Ham Nation as I'm out of the area and don't have access to be able to watch that. But I will, I'm sure, catch up with it on YouTube here or check it out on the replay on Twit at some point here in the near future. But just thought I'd give a quick call and check in and say hello to everybody and wish you all well. So with that, I'll send it back to you, Alan. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Charlie Foxtrot.
Thank you very much for your comments there, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the replay, which I do myself. There, I'm unable to watch it, but anyhow, I like grabbing a beer, sitting down in the chair of the night time here, and watching the show there. Thanks for checking in. Is there any other station that wish to check into the Ham Nation D-Star after show net? So go ahead.
November 0, Bravo Fox.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Zulu Bravo Lima, Bill, Dallas, Texas.
WA6UHA.
WA6UHA.
November 2, Sierra Charlie Lima, Gary in Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
KA5BLV.
KG4.
KG4CWC.
KG4CWC, South Florida.
Okay, we'll hold it there. Thanks for checking in with phonetics. First station I have at the top of my list, November 0, Bravo Fox. Very good evening. Do you have any comments on the show so far? Go ahead.
Well, good evening, Al. This is N0BF Steve in Loveland, Colorado. Thanks for running the net tonight, checking me in. Beautiful weather tonight here, beautiful day today, and it's, of course, evening now. Anyway, I'm just listening to Whiskey Tango Whiskey station out of Tennessee on the to listen to the Ham Nation audio, and kind of enjoyed that. And then I thought I would just check in here. So that's what's going on here. I'm on the dongle tonight with a USB microphone. Back to you there, Alan. This is N0BF in Colorado.
Thanks for checking in there, Steve. Say g'day to everybody across there in Colorado for us there. I do have stations that I spoke to well, quite a long time ago there, could be 12 months ago there, since IRLP net has finished, and haven't spoken to a lot of the stations across that way, but saying g'day to them for me there. Thanks for checking in. Next station I have, Kilo Fox 5 Zulu Bravo Lima. There we go. Good evening to you there, Bill. Go ahead.
Well, good evening to the next KFI ZBL Bill here in Dallas, Texas. Currently 82 degrees, and a little warm day here, but all good. And been a good show so far. Still watching it. Still going on strong here. So I always enjoy the show, and the Pine Board project looks like it's coming along really well, and all the ham invention stuff that's been going on here is looking really good as well. So other than that, I'll send it back to Net. KFI ZBL.
Okay, thanks for checking in there, Bill. A little ID 51 sounds good there. Actually, I'm looking for the release of the Plus 2 there. So have a good evening there, Bill. And I do believe that the 51 now is out of production then. Next station I have Whiskey Alpha 6, Uniform Hotel Alpha. There we go. Good evening to you. And do you have any comments on the show so far? Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. This is WA6UHA, and also a big hello to Gary down there in Claremont, California. We've had a highball QSO a few weeks ago, the beginning of the month and everything. Good to hear you in there and everybody else here on the net, and Jeff there in North Cleveland. A great ham nation as usual, and I definitely like Gordo on the stick. Somebody else is on the stick right now, just looking at all the shenanigans that went on at the ham convention there in Xena. A lot of fun. Yeah, it's more than just amateur radio. It's the camaraderie. It's just the fun the guys and the gals have together, and just putting on just a great show, and just a lot of humor, a lot of fun, and a lot of togetherness is important too, not just the radios for sure there. And I guess sort of a highlight there with Bob on the Pine Board project. I know he's been covering the mic preamp for some time now. I guess June will be the month when he covers, I guess, the RF. Although he might just be maybe talking about some equalization or something for the mic preamp. I think he mentioned something about that tonight, that modification to that 12 coming up. So we'll see there. And I also checked into the last Wednesday. I did check in with Amanda on the 300th anniversary special event. Did that, of course. I checked in here with Jeff immediately after the show last Wednesday as well there. So things are happening, and I'm going to try to see if I can make some more contacts, or more, get back on 40 meters here when they announce the frequency, and we'll go on from there. I don't want to keep it, so back to you, WA6UHA.
Thank you very much, Dave, for the info there. And I've always wanted to hear the audio of a 9100 there. I wish to have sitting up on my radio cable, but yeah, 91 nice audio there, Dave. Thanks for checking in. Next station I have November 2, Sierra Charlie Sierra. I'm not too sure of this. I think it's November 2 Sierra Charlie Lima. Apologies if that's wrong. Good evening, Gary. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. You got it. Good evening to you. Good evening to everybody in the net. And this is Gary, November 2 Sierra Charlie Lima in Tinton Falls, New Jersey. And I just wanted to check in to show my support and say hello. I was in the mobile earlier tonight, and I happened to catch Amanda running the special event station on 14.273, and we had a little chat for a minute or two there, and I just thought I'd pop into the net here on my D-Star and to show my support. We appreciate everything you guys do, and the entertainment and the informative nature of everything you guys do, and we certainly appreciate it. So I just came out here to say hello and show my support. So I'll send it back to Net Control. I'll say 73 to everybody. God bless. Stay healthy, stay happy, have a good night. And back over to you, VK.
Yeah, my pleasure there, Gary. Thanks for checking in and for those comments there. And so the hosts of the show and the operators of the check-in here, or net controllers of the show here, really appreciate it for that. But again, thanks for your comments. Have a good evening there. Next station I have Kilo Alpha 5, Delta Lima Victor. A very good evening to you. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening to the net. My name here is Bruce. Bruce in Northwest Florida. No comments, just listening and learning. Back to Net Control from KA5DLV.
Okay, thanks very much for those comments. The ID 51 sounds good also there. Nice audio. I do have one there. I have the 51, I have the 51 plus there. A nice little handheld. Thanks for checking in. The next station I have Kilo Golf 4, Charlie Whiskey Charlie. Very good evening. And do you have any comments? Go ahead.
No comments. Just want to show my support and love the show and just sitting back listening. Back to you. KG4 CWC.
Okay, thanks very much there, Bob, for checking in. You have a nice evening, and thanks for your support there on checking in there. The next station I have, Whiskey 6, Echo Tango Sierra. Very good evening, and do you have any comments? Go ahead. Okay, no response from that station. Is there any other station that wishes to check into the Ham Nation D-Star to show net? Go ahead.
Kilo 9, Papa Tango Foxtrot.
KY4PRK.
Kilo 9, Juliet, November.
K9JN.
Okay, thanks to those stations for calling in Fanatics. Kilo 9, Papa Tango Foxtrot. Good evening. Do you have any comments so far? Go ahead.
This is Kilo 9, Papa Tango Foxtrot, Paul in Chelsea, Alabama. I'd like to say thank you, Alan, for taking my check-in, and I'm not going to stick around here very long because I'm sure some people need to get the contacts, but thank you. So back to net control.
Thank you for the pleasure of me talking to you there, Paul, and for checking in there. Have a nice evening. Next station I have Kilo Yankee 4, Tango Romeo Kilo. Very good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I'm currently in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Just sitting here finishing up what's left of Ham Nation. I'm not going to tie up the repeater tonight, but I'll just let everybody just say hello to everybody and great Ham Nation. Kilo Yankee 4, Tango Romeo Kilo, James. We're back on the clear.
Okay, thanks very much for checking in, Dave. Have a nice evening. Next station I have Kilo 9, Juliet November. Yeah, November. Good evening. Go ahead.
Roger, Kilo 9, Juliet, November, Gary, Sexy, Texas. So, Alan, appreciate the contact to go towards the 300 episode event. I've been, chomping at the bit for the episode to end, so I still got W2H and Bob, but I did get Gordo on D-Star. Didn't know if that counted as official contact. So glad to get you in the log, Alan. So a lot of people want to work you. So again, have a good day, and we'll get you down the log. DK5, Papa Bravo, Zulu, Kilo 9, Juliet, November.
Thank you very much for those comments there, Gary. Always nice to talk to you guys across your way there. And you have a good evening. And again, thanks for your comments, kind comments there. Is there any other station wish to check into the Ham Nation D-Star after show net? So go ahead.
Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Hotel Mike, Jim in North Mississippi.
VK2ARS.
Okay, I have two stations there. Very good evening to Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Hotel Mike. Good evening, Jim. Go ahead.
Well, good evening, Alan. It's good to hear from you again, and everyone on the net. My name is Jim. Like I said, in North Mississippi. Currently watching the end of the Ham Nation show. Good show again tonight. I always try to catch it live if I can, but if not, I'll usually watch it on the rerun. Appreciate you calling the net tonight, Ellen, and that's about all I got. C73, KE5RHM.
Thank you very much for those comments there, Jim. And nice audio from your Kenwood THD74 there. I don't know why, but it's not available here in Australia as yet. Don't know what the hold up is there, but I guess he'll get to us soon. Thanks for your kind comments there, Jim. Next station I have Victor Kilo 2, Alpha Romeo Sierra. Very good evening to you. I should say a very good afternoon to you there, Steve. And thanks for supporting their Go Ahead.
VK5 PBZ VK2RS. Good evening. We're only half an hour in front of you, by the way. Yeah, good show as always, and appreciate the net controls put in. I like what I'm seeing from the Hamvention. I think I'm going to pencil in for next year's big trip. So if I can find out what the best hotel to stay in is, I'll definitely make the plans concrete. And if anyone on the net can help, Michael also on VK2RS at arrl.org, and email me with your suggestions as to the best place to stay in Xenia or Dayton. And thanks again, Alan. VK5 BBZ VK2RS.
Good roger there, Steve. Thanks for those comments there. And yeah, we are you are only a half an hour ahead of us there. So you should be around about 12:25. Yeah, 12:25 there, Steve. Thanks for checking in. Any other station that wish to check into the Ham Nation D-Star after show net, go ahead.
Whiskey Delta 5, Uniform Sierra Alpha.
Whiskey Delta 5, Whiskey Delta 5, Uniform Sierra Alpha. Very good evening to you there, Mike. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much. Another great show tonight. It's just amazing that they can do this week after week after week, and I know that it takes a lot of time to set this up, but I'm sure glad they do it because I certainly enjoy it. Things have been going real well here, having some nice weather and recovering from my loss of my big toe, recovering real well. Go to Oklahoma City tomorrow to see the foot doctor, and hopefully he'll release me back to I can do even more. But been following his lead, and he says don't do much, so I haven't been doing much.
Okay, thanks for checking in there, Mike. And yeah, take notice of that doctor there. I've had a VK friend or amateur friend this week. Doctors told him what to do, and he hasn't been taken notice of the doctor there, and now he's a silent key there. So I think that's we should take notice of somebody that knows there. Thanks for checking in there, Mike. Any other station that wish to check into the Ham Nation D-Star after show net, go ahead.
Whiskey Delta 4, Mike Sierra Mike.
NE6BP.
We have Whiskey Delta 4, Mike Sierra Mike. Very good evening. Thanks for calling in Phonetics. Do you have any comments on the show? Go ahead.
Thank you, Alan. Boy, it's good to hear an Aussie accent. Lived over in Fremantle for a little while. Enjoyed the Ham Nation show tonight. If you don't get to the Hamvention, it's nice to see some of those bits and bobs that they show you about the Hamvention. And it was nice to take a look at all the booths and see what the activity looks like. Maybe we'll get over to the Hamvention one of these days. And Alan, this is from a Kenwood D74 again. You might want to look for it in Australia. It's a really nice little rig. Back to you, Alan.
thanks for those comments there, Barry. Yeah, I am interested in the 74, but unfortunately it's not available here in Australia at the present time. I have seen a lot on YouTube about it and the internet. It does it has got my interest there, but unfortunately. It is not available here in Australia there. And Barry, Fremantle, I'm around about 2,700 kilometres from Fremantle. I know Fremantle well. I lived in Western Australia, BK6, for quite a number of years, but that was 30 years ago. So I dare say Fremantle's changed a lot by now there. Thanks for checking in and sharing your travels at Barry. Next station I have November Echo 6, Delta Papa. Very good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
W5JDX.
November 6, Delta Papa. I seen you that you transmitted, but I didn't hear no audio. Good evening. Do you have any comments on the show? Go ahead. Possibly down Lincoln. Next station I seen come up was Victor Echo 3, Mike India Charlie. Good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead. Whiskey 5, Juliet Delta X-ray. Good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
Just wanted to check in here real quick and tell you thanks for running the net, to you and the rest of the net control operators, and thank y'all for the special event as well. That's been a lot of fun and it's still going. I'm going to take a little break after doing the show here, but I'm a good chance I'll be back on somewhere before midnight, make a few more contacts here, but it's been good talking with everyone that we've made contact with so far. I hope you have a good week down under there, and we'll see y'all all again next week. 7-3 from W5JDX.
Okay, thanks very much for your comments there, and you also have a good evening, and thanks for what you do for us there. Next station I have Kilo Echo 0, Alpha Yankee Juliet. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening to the net. And, good evening, George. Virgin there. KE0AYJ here. Mild evening in Martinsville. Looking forward to Huntsville. And next year, of course, I think they're pulled off a good one there with the Hamvention. They did what they could in a very short amount of time, and I think it was a great success. And I think it's going to be even better next year. I think they've learned a lot from this time. Fixing to take off on the 27th of next month, this June. Go up over to the K6 land and check out my properties there and sit back and relax till just a little bit after the 4th of July. Then be back over here and get ready for Huntsville. But like I say, I enjoyed the show tonight, especially George's video there. It was sort of funny, and I had a Windows 10 download going on at the same time, update going on at the same time, so I thought it was sort of glitchy, and yes, it was, courtesy of Microsoft. So we'll grin and bear it, but I can always watch it again on YouTube and get it all. We'll say 73s and have a good evening and a good afternoon over there down under. We'll talk at you later. KE0AYJ in Indiana.
Thank you very much there, Andy, for those comments there. You have a good evening, and thanks for being part of the net there. And also a big thanks to George there, taking time off from the show and joining the net there for his comments there. Thanks there, George. I'll send a jar of Vegemite across one of these weeks there. Any other stations that wish to check into the Ham Nation, these are after show net, so go ahead.
AA0RX, Gary in Fort Collins, Colorado.
K0OJ.
Okay, the next station I have Alpha Zero, Romeo X-Ray. Very good evening, Gary. Thanks for being part of the show. Do you have any comments? So go ahead.
Yeah, AA0RX, Gary, Fort Collins here. Had a lot of fun out in Hamventions. My first time I've been, and it was a blast. And like Andy says, I second that. I think it's going to be a great venue. Oh, next year. I plan to go next year as well. So anyway, we had a really good time, and it was enhanced by volunteering. I'll tell you that. It was a lot of fun. Thanks a whole lot to the Amateur Logic guys there. Professor Thomas especially. And that's all I have for the net. Happy 300, AA0RX.
Thank you very much for being part of us on the 300 there, Gary. And yeah, we sort of sit back and I don't know what the word is. When we see YouTube clips of Hamvention and the Dayton things there, how I'd love to sort of be part of one of them. Maybe one of his there. Thanks for checking in. Next station I have Kilo Zero Oscar Juliet. Very good evening. Do you have any comments? So go ahead. Kilo Zero Oscar Juliet. Good evening. Do you have any comments? So go ahead.
Okie dokie, yeah. Howdy doody from up over. Anyway, Andy, where do I get that badge? How much are they? I love that badge. Anyway, not much going on here. Enjoyed the show. And it was nice to see Gary and Andy on Ham Nation. I wonder if there'll be more of them on Amateur Logic. I don't know. So anyway, there you go. K0OJ. Happy June.
Thank you very much for being part of the show. You have a nice evening there. I'll take a couple of more check-ins, and then I'll hand it across to Jet just to wrap it up there. So a couple more check-ins or a few, and I'll pass it to the next operator. Anybody wish to join the Ham Nation D-Star after saying that, so go ahead. Okay, no response. Thank you to everybody that's has checked in with me there. I am delighted there to sort of being able to take your check-ins. I'd love to hear you again all next week there. So I'll pass it across to Jet to take some more to wrap it up. Kilo 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. Very good evening. Again, there, Jeff, go ahead.
Alright, Alan, very good. I'll go through some announcements real quick. For those of you wanting to work the one-by-one special event stations, we have a couple different frequencies. I'll rattle a couple of them off here, but your best bet is to go up to one of the DX clusters, whether it's DX Summit.fi or like DX Heat, or if you have HRD, there's one built right in with a nice alarming feature that'll let you know if you have one. But you might want to try 14275 for Whiskey 2 Hotel, 14261.5 for Whiskey 6 Hotel, 14244 for K0 Hotel, and 7241, that's 7241 for Whiskey 5 Hotel. Let's see, Whiskey 4 is on 7180. Whiskey 7, 14268 is where some of the special event one-by-one stations are located. And you can try and get them there. Break. Of course, myself and Andrew and the guys over on the DMRnet and David on the EchoLinkNet are also special event stations, and you have to make contact with at least two of us to get the credit there for the digital certificate. And of course, we're on 14 Charlie here, TAC 311 or Talk Group 311 for the DMRnet, and it looks like they're still active. I'm seeing stuff come across my radio. To try and get in with them, you can get in with three of those guys over there, I believe. And Echolink is star, drop in star, node number 355800. And just to clarify, even though Alan was taking check-ins, they're being recorded in my log because Alan was not going to be participating in the special event. So if you weren't in my log and you checked in already, I do have you recorded for Ham Nation 300, and you don't need to get in again with me or anything like that. Of course, WTWW5085, if you're away from the internet or not able to get to the audio streams there, have a shortwave listening device, WTWW5085. So with that, this is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net on 14 Charlie. Net control is Kilo 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. And I am located on the west side of Cleveland, Ohio. Anyone wishing to get logged into the net or for a Ham Nation 300 contact, please call KHATK now.
KAE3WR.
And for RJJ, Bobby, Panama City.
KE0AYJ.
All right, I picked up 3 with 1 recheck. KE0AYJ is a recheck. AB3WR and N4RJJ. Got you in there. KE0AYJ with a recheck.
Jeff, you were my number 6, so I appreciate that. I'd like to get with Bob, catch him on 40 maybe. I'll have to throw NVIS maybe to get that. 20's no good for me at this shorter range, but I'll say good evening to you over there in Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii, right. I'm going there. You're staying here. Over there in Ohio. I'm in Indiana right now, so this is short range for us. I'll say 73, have a good night, and thanks for the 300 net. It was enjoyable, and Hamvention was a treat, and of course, the show was really good tonight. Really enjoyed it. So here's the better stuff, and we're going to all do it together. KE0AYJ, back to net.
All right, sounds good, and yeah, hopefully get Bob, although I have not seen him on the spots yet. I've only seen the 1x1s. I did hear George say that he might take a break after the show for a couple moments and might get on before midnight. So again, DXSummit.fi or DX Heat. I use the HRD DX cluster because it has the alarm feature, and I find that quite nice to highlight stations I'm looking for. But it looks like Bell just popped up on 80, 3.276, 3726. And not sure if I mentioned Whiskey 5 Hotel, 7241, 7241. All right, with that, AB3WR.
Yeah, AB3WR here. Name's Rich. I'm in Sykesville, Maryland. Enjoyed the show. Been trying to work the special events. Boy, they're really piled up. It's a lot of fun, but appreciate it, and appreciate the show, and appreciate the D-Star contact. AB3WR, back to you.
All right, very good. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, we wish we would have seen a little stronger showing with the digital contacts, because out of the 9,000, we're looking at close to like only 200 or so digital contacts. So that we were hoping for a little better showing, but we appreciate everyone that took some time to get in with us and checked into the net and all that stuff. We'll have you recorded in for the digital special event. Last on this run, N4RJJ.
Yeah, good evening, Net Control. Everybody on that N4RJJ, Bob, in Panama City, Florida. And I just stumbled on you on the net tonight on DMR on 311, and they put a plug in for to come over here to D-Star. And I wanted to do that too and check in on this. I love the show, Ham Nation. I didn't get to watch it tonight, but I do watch it as often as I can on YouTube and stuff. But that's all we got today from Florida. N4RJJ, back in control.
All right, very good. So you have an open spot in Shark RF. Love that device there. But yeah, Andrew's a good friend of mine and just about 20 minutes away from me in Cleveland. And thanks for jumping over here on D-Star. We really appreciate it. And we also have hamnationdStar.net, which has all the after show nets listed on there. So if you have echo link capability, you can get in with Dave. He was also part of the special event. Andrew and the DMR guys were, as well as us over here on D-Star. But thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome to come back any week and jump in and say hi there. All right, that's the bottom of the list as I have it. KJTK for the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net here is standing by on 14 Charlie for anyone wishing to get checked in with the net at Ham Nation 300.
It's behind if you like.
W.
This is Kilo Bravo 2, Radio Sugar Kilo, AB2 RSK, upstate New York.
Alright, I picked up, I think, 3 stations, but I had a lot of key-ups from stations with no audio, so make sure you check your setups there. I've got, first off, HB9FUI, which, if I remember correctly, is Pascal. Good evening to you. Good to hear you again. I got the WA9FDO and KB2RSK. I did get audio from you. I think WA9FDO I got none from you. But first, we're going to go to HB9FUI. Good evening to you, sir. What's going on, and what comments do you have for us tonight?
Hi there, Net Control, and all listeners. This is HB9FUI, Pascal. I'm already registered number 2, Nation 297, I think. I was 1 or 2 times registered on the network. It's always a pleasure to see, to watch Ham Nation live. But here it is 4:45 in the morning. I think I want to go to bed right now. I have something to do here with a small loop antenna, magnetic loop antenna. I just watched the Ham Nation show, the number 302. It was a very fun show. I love it very good. I love it, very nice. It's very cool. Here it's a rainy day. We are in Switzerland. It's between Lausanne and Geneva. We are just on the edge of the lake. It's raining nights here. I don't know the weather, what's like in the U.S., but here it's raining. We have a lot of storm today. It was very, very hot at 3 degrees Celsius. Back to you, Net Control. This is HB9FUI.
Yeah, well, it's been doing about the same here in the States. It's summertime in the States, so rain and thunderstorms pop up, and for the one-by-one special event stations, a lot of them have put out there that they were operating and had to secure because of stations, or I think I heard one of them had a tornado siren go off, so, you know, it's that time of the year. It's warm and stormy, and we had even rain and storms pop up here in Ohio. But we got you on the list, and thanks for checking in with us this evening, and we got you for Ham Nation 300 as well. Alright, we're going to give it a shot with WA9FDO. See what comments you have for us this evening.
Yeah, let's see if we've got any audio. No, I don't see any.
Yeah, Mike, you have audio, but it's barely intelligible. It's way down. So check your mic gain. You can also check the audio stream on 14 Charlie and try it later. Or if you connect to the echo node for 14 Charlie, you'll get an echo test when you transmit. We'll skip over you for now. Hopefully you'll get that fixed up, and if you do, you can go ahead and recheck. KB2RSK. I see somebody doubling. Break. We'll try it again. KB2RSK. You are next. What comments do you have for us tonight?
I'm from Fort Plain, New York, and we did have some of that weather disturbance that came through here. At places even with inch golf ball hail that came down through. So getting interested into D-Star, and I got an ID51, and we're using that through a DB Mega and a DB4 Mini. So very interesting network. Thank you very much for putting this over the air for us for information and enjoyment as well. Back to Net Control, over.
Very good. Thanks for checking in with the net. And yeah, if you do get frustrated for the DB4 Mini, there are better devices out there. I ended up getting rid of mine because I didn't like it and how it operated. But don't get frustrated with the modes, because if you're using the DB4 Mini, it is the device there. But thanks for checking in. A little R2D2 here and there, but otherwise sounding good on 14 Charlie here. All right, again, we are at the bottom of the list for this round of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. Let me take a break here and reset.
K6UD.
Just to remind everyone, this is a directed net, and I will ask for check-ins here shortly. For Ham Nation 300, this is the last night of the event, so if you get logged in here on the net, I will include you in my log if I don't have you logged in already. And probably the best place to look for the 1x1 stations is on the DX clusters. If somebody's looking for something specific, I can kind of see if I got it flagged here, but the best place to look is DXSummit.fi, DX Heat, or HRD, their built-in cluster, that kind of thing, to find the 1x1 stations, and they are all listed at hamnationdStar.net. Again, hamnationdStar.net. And we'll get you logged in here for D-Star. We are a special event station, so you can get logged in with that. Also, the DMR net, not sure if they're still going on, but they're on TAC 311. That's talk group 311. Echolink is star, dewdrop, and star. Node number 355800, and both of those are special event stations. So get logged in with at least two of us, and you'll be eligible for the digital certificate there. Break. This is KHATK with the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. Anyone wishing to get logged in for Ham Nation 300 or check into the net, please call now. This is KHATK.
Kilo Mike 4, Whiskey Sierra Juliet.
K6 UDA.
KC2 WSZ.
All right, picked up three more stations, KM4 WSJ, K6 UDA, and KC2 WSZ. Got the three of you in there. First we'll go to KM4 WSJ and see what comments you have for us this evening.
Hey, good evening, guys. That's KM4 WSJ. Name is Pierre. And just finished watching the show. It was a great one again, and really enjoyed it. I wasn't going to do the Pine Board project, but after so many shows and watching it, I'm really getting interested in it, and I think I'm going to start it. So I'll just go back and rewatch a few things. But yeah, it was a great performance again. I really enjoyed it. And by the way, I just wanted to say hi to K6UDA. I'm a great fan of your videos too, so keep it up. All right, have a great evening. KM4 WSJ.
Very good, Pierre. Glad to hear you in there. And yeah, watch Bob's stuff too with his videos pop up on QRZ. But next up is K6UDA. Go ahead, Bob, and feel free to plug your series as well.
All right, thanks, and good evening, everybody. K6UDA. And I didn't catch tonight's show live, so I'll watch it on YouTube, since I kind of watch a few things on YouTube. Let's see. I've got a new show that will post up tonight, and it's a real nice interview with Don W6 GPS, and he's going to talk about the D74. He's going to talk about APRS and the next big thing coming from Kenwood. So you guys want to be sure and check out my show. Let's see, it's 95% uploaded with my my dead slow internet. So whenever it gets up, it'll be up. All right, back to you, K6UDA.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that. And if anyone wants to check out Bob's videos, just head up to youtube.com and type in K6UDA, and you'll find his channel there with all his videos and all the devices he's talked about. And I must say, just personal comment, that his show is usually geared more towards the newer stuff that's coming out into ham radio. So if you're into the techie type stuff, the new devices and radios and things like that, check out his, because he's talked about the open spot quite often. But he also has a couple of things up there, like when he was mounting stuff on his RV. So check it out. Again, youtube.com, and then look for K6UDA. All right, KC2WSZ, you were last on the list. Go ahead.
How you doing here? Good evening to the net. KC2WSZ Vito here in Staten Island. Just wanted to check in. Didn't get to see tonight's show. A little busy, but probably check it out on YouTube. I hope I'm coming in pretty clear. I'm using a DV Mini with an ID 51. And keep up the good work. KC2WSZ. Back to net.
All right, very good. Glad to have you in there. Sounding good on this end, and glad that you could join us this evening and spend a couple minutes doing so. And for anyone listening out there, you can head up to our website, hamnationdstart.net, if you want to get more familiar with Ham Nation or find out how to get in the chat room, when you can watch live, when you can check in with the other nuts, all that kind of good stuff. hamnationdstart.net. With that, we're at the bottom of the list. Do we have any additional stations that would like to get checked in for Ham Nation 300 or the D-Star After Show Net? Please call now.
KB5ZEA, recheck. Victor Echo 3, Mike India Charlie.
Let's try it again. Whiskey Alpha 9, Fox Delta Ocean.
All right, perfect. Got another 3 stations with a additional check-in, although I don't see KB5ZEA earlier, so I said it was a recheck, but we got him, KB5ZEA, Mike VE3MIC, good evening, sir, and WA9DFO, audio was sounding much better that time, so you're good. KB5ZEA, you're first.
KB5ZEA. Yeah, I spoke with you there earlier before the net, and I thought you said you were going to log me in on the net, but no problems. Just good evening to the net, and appreciate you being there calling the net, and congratulations on the 300, and wish you another 300 on down the log there. With that, I did have a little some audio issues there a moment ago. I don't know what was going on. I had to reboot everything. But anyway, we're back now. So with that, we'll turn it back to net. KB5ZEA.
All right, yeah. If you checked in before the net, and I'm looking at my other log, I have not put the check-ins from this net over there yet, but yeah, I see you're over there, so you're good. You're good for Ham Nation 300, and whatever your audio problems were, if they're not coming through when you're transmitting, sounded solid on this end. But nonetheless, we definitely got you in the log, and thanks for taking a couple moments to get checked in with us. Next up on the list is our buddy Mike, VE3MIC.
K8JTK, Net Control, VE3MIC. Good evening, Jeff, and everyone on nets. Yeah, another great show.
And I forget what I was going to say, but I think Don had a lot of fun at Hamvention this year. I know he missed last year, but he was having way too much fun. It was really great to finally meet Dale. I know he was ill, I think, the year before and wasn't able to make it, so it was nice to see him. And actually, Dan did a great job on the videos. He always manages to pack in so much information into his videos in such little time. I always enjoy them, but I was hoping to see him in the chat room tonight, but I guess he was QRL. Anyway, not much more to add, Jeff. Thanks for doing the net as always. And 7-3 from VE3MIC back to net control.
Yeah, Mike, you make a great point there. It was great to see everyone, including yourself, at Hamvention. Finally got to meet you eyeball to eyeball, so that's good. And I have a feeling that because of the 300, that a lot of the show hosts were going to be there that hadn't in the past. Don said he tried to make every other year, but I think it's been a couple since he's been there. And I think it was the same for Dale. So I remember they were pretty much all there about the same time, and then couple years where they didn't make it, but yeah, I got to meet Kevin. I got to meet Steve. I've met before. Does the 20-meter net, and of course Dale and Val and all those show hosts for the net, George and all them. So it was a real fun time at Dayton. And if any of you guys missed it, I'll put a plug for George's YouTube channel. We also have it linked up on ours, HamNationDStart.net. They have the video of the Ham Nation forum, and you can see my ugly mug as well as Dave, who was asked from the net this evening. We were plugging the D-Star net there, so HamNationDStar.net, or look for AmateurLogic.tv, the YouTube channel. You have to go to YouTube and not the regular site to find the forum there. Anyway, we are moving right along to WA9 DFO. I think I have that right. Sounded much better this time around, so go ahead and take it.
Okay, Jeff, K8JTK in the net, WA9FDO Fox Delta Oscar. Name is Mike. First time we've ever checked in here on the D-Star net, and it's been a long time since I had this DVAP running, and all the audio levels were all out of whack in Windows and everywhere else, so I think I've got it at least running halfway decent so you can hear me, and do appreciate it. We're, I guess, a long-time viewer of Ham Nation. Got most of it tonight, got busy on another net on 160 meters, and so kind of missed the opening. But at any rate, I always enjoy George and his smoke and solder. I guess that's our favorite part. Didn't get a chance to get over by him. We were at Dayton, but we spent most of the time at our flea market space out in the mud and quagmire there. But it was fun, and we enjoyed it. And thanks for all you guys putting on the net and doing all you do. KJTK and WA9FDO.
Very good, Mike. Well, hopefully you didn't get sunk in the mud there. A couple times there we went through the flea market, and I think it was after Saturday when it rained. We went out there, and it just looked like a mud pit. And we were going to go through the flea market again, and we said, nah. But, yeah, you're sounding a heck of a lot better. You've got much fuller audio there. And, like I said, we do have a live audio stream, so you can hear yourself about 45 seconds later up at HamNationDStar.net. But using the signal link on the Windows machine, if you don't leave it plugged in, and that is if you've unplugged it and while Windows is running and stuff like that, it seems to just mess with the audio levels all over the place and reset them and jack them up, lower them down, whatever the case might be. So yeah, if you're using the headset, stuff like that, you plugged it and unplugged it, and yeah, you have to go in and double check those settings just to make sure that they are all the way you want them to be. But they sounded good again. Alright, this is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net on Reflector 14 Charlie. Our website is, of course, hamnationdStar.net, where we have information about Ham Nation 300. We're getting down to the last couple hours or so. And I'm here on 14 Charlie, taking anyone that wants to get checked in for Ham Nation 300 or wants to get in with the D-Star Net or both. I will be standing by. 14 Charlie, KJTK.
November 3, Charlie Alpha Romeo.
Alright, very good. I'll take those two stations, N3CAR and KD4SUV. N3CAR, you're up first. Do you have any comments for us this evening?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Love the show. Watch it quite a bit. I just wanted to check in there and working everybody on the special event station. So count me in. Other than that, not much else going on in northeastern PA except for the rain. So I'll turn it back to net control. That's 3CAR.
Yeah, very good. We were actually in Grove City, I think Monday, for the holiday, doing some bumming around and shopping, and just to the west of that, or actually the east, it was the east of that location, there was a tornado watch box, so not more than a couple miles away was a tornado. So it was quite dicey on Monday, and even on our drive back here to Cleveland, we had some torrential rain where you couldn't see more than about a quarter mile. So hopefully you guys are making it through up there, and appreciate you taking some time to get checked in with us on the net here. Really appreciate it. Last on the list, KD4SUV. Do you have comments for us this evening? KD4SUV, see you key up, but you don't have CQ in your call, so if you want to get checked in with the net, you might want to change it to CQ, or use Reflector, depending on what rate you're using. We'll stand by a second here and try again. Kilo Delta 4, Sierra Uniform Bravo, KD4SUV from KJTK.
SUV.
KD4SUV.
You're good now. Go ahead and give it a shot. KJTK. Or KD4SUV from KJTK. I'll give you one more shot. You went back to the I in your call and not CQ, so give it one more shot. KD4SUV from KJTK. Nothing heard there. Again, this is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net, and we are a special event station for Ham Nation 300, so anyone wishing to get logged in for either one or both, we will take your check-in at this time. KJTK standing by.
N7HRO.
Alright, we'll pick up you, Dennis, N7HRO from KJTK. What comments do you have for us tonight?
Yeah, okay. Hopefully everybody's having fun working the special event. I finally worked on the other night. Gave me all 9, and I got AGE to come up on D-Star. So I got everybody out there to worked and in the log. It was fun. It was an uphill battle for a while. The bands just didn't want to work. But anyway, Val was saying another 2 years it'll be the 400th. So we got to wait 2 more years to do this again for the 400th show. Anyhow, hope you're having a great evening. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Nobody else to work. So turn the radio off and just go to bed. Have a good evening. N7HRO, Hot Springs, South Dakota.
Well, I tell you, you beat me out because I still had, although I've worked him on DMR, Eric, into KOJ, who was Whiskey 2 Hotel, if I remember. Didn't get to work him on HF, didn't get Don, didn't get Val, tried Bob, didn't get him. Although I thought I heard my call sign when he was playing that audio, so for whatever reason he didn't pick me up. But nonetheless, we did get at least 5 plus a couple wild cards there, so it was all for the fun of the event and not a competition. But glad that you were able to pick up a clean sweep there. Very good. And with that, we are at the bottom of the list again. This is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net, right here on Reflector 14 Charlie. Our website is hamnationdStar.net. Anyone wishing to get logged in for either Ham Nation 300 or the D-Star After Show Net, or both, we'll take both. We'll put you on the log for either one. KJTK will be standing by 14 Charlie.
Yeah, Val's on 75 if you need her.
K6JQ.
Yeah, thanks, Dennis. I have the spots coming up here, so I'll look at that here in a second, but appreciate it. K6JQ, got you in there. What comments do you have for us this evening?
Oh, I don't have any comments. I just have the radio on. 14 Charlie's usually local reflector for some Northern California machines, and have the radio on. So good evening, or maybe even later evening for all. K6JQ. Name is Dana, located near Napa. Carry on all.
Alright, K6JQ, very good. Yeah, we've been using 14 Charlie for the Ham Nation 300 special event here because this is the home of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net, which is currently going on and in progress. And yeah, in the East Coast here, it's just after 11, about 20 after 11 in the evening. But yeah, 14 Charlie's been used for Ham Nation 300. We hold After Show Net here every Wednesday evening. Get started about 11 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific on 14 Charlie's. So we got you in the log for both if you want to work into their one-by-one stations for Ham Nation 300. Again, looking for stations for the D-Star After Show Net or Ham Nation 300. Please call now. Alright, one last call before we wrap the net and say that's it for Ham Nation 300. Anyone wishing to get D-Star contacts, please call KJTK now. Last call. Alright, with that, hearing no additional check-ins or anyone wanting to get logged in for Ham Nation 300, we're going to close this net for this evening. Again, Ham Nation 300 is still going on for, special event stations 1x1s. And I believe midnight local time is when each station is going to be going off the air or thereabouts. So all the details about it are at hamnationdStar.net, where you have a list of the 1x1s and all the digital special events. And let's see, I think everybody's kind of just going to the cluster. If you need any of the 1x1 special events, they're not really any assigned frequencies, although they might be around the usual ones. Look at hamnationdStar.net and then look over at the cluster and see, match up the call signs and try and work those stations there. Thank you to Alan, VK5PBZ, who is also in here. Alan, do you have any closing comments if you're still around for the net? VK5PBZ from KJTK.
Thanks there, Dick. No further traffic for the net. Just thank everybody that's checked in this evening, and with me, and with you, and I'll be looking forward to next week. Put it back to next control. Kilo 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. Very good evening, everyone.
Thank you for taking through the net. And thank you to all their owners and operators who allow their systems to be for this net. And please show your support for these folks who put up and maintain your computers. Also, thank you to the operators of Reflector 14, which is the Nevada Amateur Computers Incorporated. The website is NARRI